Hello and welcome everybody back to City Skylines. Here we have again our small city with Stonehenge University in the center and halfway in the smog from the industry. But yeah, it connects the best of industry and private living. So, what will be the next step of today? I think we should start building the core city, meaning it will be huge. We will start with dense population stuff and so on. The only problem for that is we will need a lot of money. Yet for the highway alone. And here's a rail. I was wondering, where does this bridge come from? Now of course we want also the rail to be near this area. Okay, and the ray is leading through this. That means that we can change its direction if necessary if we buy out this thingy here. Yeah, we will build the main city here. Purchase! Good, and at the moment we have 51,000. That is unfortunately not much. And the really huge question is, how are we going to build? Especially for the infrastructure. We need to plan ahead, otherwise this city will kill us. Okay, the next landfill is full, but the question is, are they emptying? Nope, they are not. That means we could need more incineration plants, but the issue with that would be that it costs money. And a lot of it. Money that we would need to repay. On the other hand, that we could use for repay. More houses are changing. Drugstore 2.0, Tech 3. Or Tier 3. So the houses are still increasing, still upgrading. And maybe we should even increase the land value further. Because more upgraded houses also grant us more people. But yeah, let's first increase our incineration capacities. That also gives us more energy. $8,300 people already. Our bank balance is now at over 7,000. Yeah, there's also something you should keep in mind. The people in upgraded houses, they pay more money. So how well is education going? Capacity here is great, it works well. And university still needs to do some work, but capacity works perfectly fine. And all these ding 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 sounds, that all means upgraded houses. Wow, so many seniors so soon again. Many people will die because of old age. Okay, the depth of field is in my opinion a bit too much. Maybe you should change that a little bit. Where is it? Depth of field type. Normal. Ah, that already looks way better. And as you can see perfectly on these houses, it's now the rich people moving in. So, we now have over 100k available. $60,000 for this three-way intersection alone. Yeah, how are we going to build it? That will be a really tough question. I mean, we will lose our money so fast as soon as we start constructing. So every move needs to be planned ahead. And that really, really well. So, my first idea is that we will draw a highway here and here. And that we will have arms on several sides leading into the city. While we will use normal 6-lane roads to connect the two city parts together. So if someone who is coming from the south direction and wants to enter the left side of the city can leave to the right and use a 6-lane road to get to the left side. We will also not use this circle here, because in connection with the highway this might prove to be a little bit inefficient. Well, maybe we should just build. Okay, here we can use tunnels. That will also be a great idea. Having the highway as a tunnel. Oh, 85,000 for a tunnel. That is just wow. And how much does it cost for a 6-lane road? Nearly the same. Just wow. We definitely need more money. So, no expansion yet. We will just normally increase the size of the city as we have done before. And then we may think about it. Okay, that is a special kind of ugly. Also quite expensive, but hey, it will give us money, so we have no right to complain. And we just killed again the energy. Or who do I mean with we? I killed it. It was me being stupid again. So, and now here to the last bit of it. And now we have also reached a point where driving to a point like here takes a ridiculous amount of time. So we now need to insert more straight road connections. Like this. Like we already did for the industrial quarter here. So you might ask yourselves, why did we do it here? The question is easy, because this here gives the highest traffic. Because they need to transport the goods out of the city or into the city and stuff. Yeah, they actually receive deliveries. And so on, and because of that you need to be extra careful with industry. Never underestimate it. Our suburbia shall grow! Okay, we don't want to have too many intersections. That means we will go for one on this side and one from this side. Nah, this is not the middle. And again here, one from the inside. One from the outside. One from the inside. Killing again our energy supply. And one from the outside again. So, and we might even want to increase the size of the industry area. So here we have one from the inside, one from the outside, already using an existing intersection. And thus not wasting too much space potential. So... Now paving everything with roads here. Oh yeah, that will be a huge jump in population. I can already tell. So... And we want to even surround the statue of work with production facilities, so that it really feels like a part of the industry quarter. Or industry district, or however you want to name it. So... Dum 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 dum. More roads, more roads. For our suburbia. Well done. That looks good. Now let's take a look at the water supply, which is of course not enough. And then we spent already a 100k for this expansion of the city. But trust me, it will be glorious in the end. So water supply is now also stable. Now let's take a look at the energy again. Here energy is okay, but we need to be careful that we connect here properly. Later we can still get rid of these. So now to marking the areas again. This of course is a whole industry sector. So, and then nobody has the right again to complain about, "Ooh, we don't have enough space for industry." I more than doubled the amount now. And maybe, just for future expansions, we should already mark this area. Good, so the industry has been marked properly. Now we can go for more commercial zones. Which are naturally here the borders of a main street. So, and here we want more commercial zones. Dum 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 dum. Still, playing this game makes me sad of what happened to SimCity, because I really liked the SimCity franchise. But when an engine is broken to the core, with the entire computing of the traffic in a city builder relying on traffic, then you can't save it anymore. It was a good decision from EA to let it die. But closing the entire studio for that one mistake, I'm not so sure whether that was the most efficient decision. And even cranking out the add-on in the end was a mistake, since it only made the existing problems way and harder. No, those here are residential zones. By the way, I already have decided on the next project that we are going to start, as long as I have the time to do so. It will probably be Anno 1404 Venice, together with a friend, a multiplayer let's play. Let's see for how long that will go. Probably like 10 to 20 episodes until we have unlocked everything important. Yay, make it green! Okay, we are going to have to improve all the city services a lot, so that we are able to cope with this increase. So here we already have more incineration stuff. We are going to need a new doctor here. A new sauna can't hurt. And now we are getting issues with the graveyards. See, that is what happens when I'm not allowed to burn people properly. Okay, yep, that will be put on this side of the street. So. I hope energy and water supply will be able to hold this. There's only one way to find out. And that is now going to be a really big increase. Of everything. Okay, here I already see small traffic issues happening. We should not increase the size of suburbia further. Otherwise we open up a shit ton of new problems. So... and now the number of people living here will increase heavily. What a great city! I would think I'm dreaming if I didn't know otherwise. Oh. People are so happy to be allowed to live here. Oh, that cemetery has no energy yet. Yet. So we might want to build more fire watches, firehouses, or whatever. One there, and one here taking care of the industry directly. Here we build the new police stations. Not enough workers. Okay, but we have enough residential zones, so there will be a steady supply of cheap workers. Oh, the skate park is being used. So nice. So the landfill usage is decreasing, that is good. Like really good. Come on people, increase in size. Because an increase in size will mean that you produce less pollution. Okay, and this small combustion here will only stay at the beginning, because it's all the people moving into the city. As soon as the city is fully populated, this issue won't be anymore. But of course the highest traffic is here on these two. So now we really have a shit ton of money. And we really have a lack of energy. Now we should have enough energy. Now we need to be careful regarding the water supply. We are also prepared for this. Okay, we might actually want to build a sauna near these facilities. Yeah, it makes the factories happy. So we have a graveyard there, we have a doctor there, we have now their fire station, we have their police station. The only stuff they are really missing is public transport. So that small water issue here is now also solved. So 10,600 people living here. And it is now time that we build more decoration stuff. Here for workers to relax, a Japanese garden. A park every now and then. Yay, small city. Train station, hydropower plant and stuff. Big business beneficator. Perks for large business. High density commercial buildings double their sales. Allows industry to work even more effectively by overlooking a few work safety laws. That sounds good. High-tech housing. That is something we probably should do. The question is, how much will it kill our balance? So we now have here super high land values. Educate more citizens. Yeah, education is now the issue here. Okay, here's the school burning. Apparently somebody was not happy with his grades. So, but university is still okay in the center. Okay then. maybe actually don't need to increase the land value. Policies. Recreational use. Slightly increased tax income. Moderately increased tourism. Slightly reduced crime rate. Increased police budget by 15%. Education boost. Boost the education budget and make young adults automatically choose education over working. Ah, this also sounds good. Extra insulation. Buildings require less energy for heating thanks to the extra insulation layer on their walls and roofs, but produce less tax income because of a higher construction and maintenance costs. Schools out. The citizens will prefer working over education. Definitely not. The prison sentences are twice as long as usual, and the harsh verdicts keep the worst felons off the streets for longer. We could actually afford it. Let's do this. Make your parks and plazas the envy of the country. Moderately increased land value around parks and plazas. Sure. I don't see the high-tech homes, but yeah. Tax raise, tax relief. Leisure specialized areas stop generating tax income but get a hefty boost in their entertainment and attractiveness values. Good to know. Here, city planning, high-tech houses. Turns homes into much cooler smart homes to raise the land value around them. Encourage biking. Nah, not in a city of that size without public transport. Not enough workers. Do we really have so heavy worker problems? So our income is decreasing. Probably due to the high-tech home stuff. But 13,000 is still okay. Well, you should not decrease any further. Let's pay back this here. Income. Expenses for policies. Only 3,000. Okay. But here, the land value is pretty darn high. Ah, the first tier 5 buildings. Isn't it modern, ugly art? Oh, even with solar cells. Oh yeah, that city has become quite huge. Come on, incineration plants. Do your thing. You're costing so much money. Everywhere, missing workers. So apparently I overdid it with industry and commerce. Oh yeah, at least there's no demand at the moment. So here we have 4 households, here we have 6 households. So yeah, it is a really good way to increase the number of people living here by just upgrading the houses instead of building as many as possible. Yeah, having a clean city with great outdoors opportunities is a privilege. Thanks. So, energy says everything is okay. And when we do this, we will probably create a tsunami. But it would increase a lot of energy. Or would it? Up to 1600 megawatts? Yep, a lot. Oh my god, a fire in a tier 3 building. They're standing right next to a tier 5. So how much do our policies now cost? 4,500, not really surprising. So we now have over 12,000 people here. And still we have a massive worker problem. But that will change when we expand further. Yes, I know I'm talking a lot of expansion, but we are still here in our small suburbia. When am I actually going to expand? Well, the answer is easy. When we have more money. I mean, a highway alone, a tunnel, costing 85,000 per only a part of a distance? That is quite expensive. Okay. That is getting a bit out of hand, if you are asking me. So many people wanted to the city. Okay, income is now 17,000. We are increasing by far. We could now even build some famous buildings that increase tourism. Even the Statue of Liberty. Tourism and leisure. $5,000 squares of leisure specialization built. Okay, where's the leisure specialization? Or is that something we can do via policies, that we can assign a district? Industrial specializations, here we have these. Commercial special... Ah. Okay. That's good to know. Apparently that came in with the add-on. With After Dark. So what else do we have here? We have several statues. City of Money. We should have unlocked it at the very beginning, when in the first episode when we were negative. Transport Tower. We could build it here right above Stonehenge. Here we have several parks available. What do we need here? Average garbage piling per building, at least 25. I'm not going to let this happen anytime soon. Poshmore, all tax rates at most 4%. Nope, we need the money. Colossal Order Offices, the developers of City Skylines. Okay, courthouse crime rate over 50%. Official park, 10,000 squares of office zone built. Grand Mall. Tax office, civil servants work tirelessly in the tax office to optimize the tax to your liking. Requirement for building the fusion power plant. 20,000 squares of commercial zone built. Nope, not yet. Construct 7 instances of university for the Grand Library. Not going to happen that soon. Yay, we can build an observatory. Or an opera house. And we already have 500,000 on our account. So here we have a science center. Inside the science center, top-notch scientists from all over the world work to find out more about the world we live in. Their latest discoveries are presented to visitors in exhibitions. Requirement for building the fusion power plant. Construct 300 city service buildings for servicing services offices. Yay, a big aquarium. Okay, the big expo center. Yay, probably for the Gamescom and stuff. High interest tower. Yeah, that thing is huge and looks a little bit like an Xbox. What do we have here? Cathedral of Plentitude. Construct all city service buildings. Okay, we don't have that yet. But we can build a stadium. For modern art museum. The Sea and Skyscraper. It's a bit smaller than I expected. And here we have a Theater of Wonders. Okay, this is all attractive for tourists. So, and you can work normally now. And we now have 14,000 citizens living here. So, time for another incineration plant. Yeah, we now have over 500,000. That means we can finally start taking on that. But when I take a look at the clock, I see that our time is mostly over. So we can check a bit here. Okay, educate more citizens. It's always the education stuff. How much do our policies now cost in money? 4,700, but that is okay because of the increased land value. That leads to such nice buildings here. Yeah, modern art. So, and still more people are moving in. So we are not yet done with expansion. But we need to be careful again. Okay, we really need 20,000 people because then we can build the solar power plant. And that actually is highly efficient. The question is, how does it work at night? During the night was stored electricity, so it contributes to electricity production even during the night. Okay, so we don't have to care about that. We can simply build. Good. Good. Okay, somebody did set the high school on fire. Ah, such a beautiful shot of the city. Fashionable fashion shop. Sir Cut-a-Lot. Okay, apparently the people had fun creating it. Again, we are housing 14,000 people here. And everything works fine. Building needs to be covered by more services. I'm really proud of the look of the city, I have to admit. It was a good thing not to go with a grid system or something like that. And the pollution here still. Just no. So, and this is already nearly twice the size of what we could build in SimCity. Because in SimCity the buildings themselves are way larger. So, if you would have built a construction like this, it would have probably gone from here to there. Or even only to there. And then it is full, so you only need roughly 1 hour. And then you can't build stuff anymore. But okay, highways. We want to build a central highway. Okay, when can we actually also buy the next area? Because we could connect it to this highway down here. So now we have here 2 highways, and that was very expensive. Maybe we can even connect it to this one here. Okay, that was a bit too much. What do you mean the space already occupied? I want this to be a tunnel. Okay, now this tour is just confusing me. Thank you, game, for flooding my higher investment. Why do you want to go this way? I don't want you to go that way. Okay, game. Game is being retarded again. Just no. Traffic. I'm clicking up here. Space is already occupied. Why? It looks perfectly like a small curve to go out there, but no. Sometimes I don't understand the road tour. Game, can you imagine? I am thinking about something when I click up there. Okay, as you might have noticed, dear viewers, this game is now making me aggressive. Because it's disobeying my orders. And that is something that I clearly don't like. Apparently it was that difficult. Okay, so we need to connect this to there. And that will be largely impossible. Unless we do it this way. So, there at least we now have a highway connection. Now let's go to the highway connection in the south. So, as we already found out, even when we are underground, oh, here we are deep enough for a bridge. Okay, good to know. For that highway, it might be interesting to emerge there. So we will now upgrade this area here a little bit. Holy moly. And we are having energy issues again. What is now the issue? Not enough fuel. Okay, how do you get coal? Is coal an ore or something like that? For industry specialization? Nobody can tell me. Okay, then time to go back to these here. So yeah, if we connect it here. So now we also have a highway connection there. And if this here continues like that, we are going to need some serious public transport. Yeah, we are now spending over 10,000 on roads alone. Everything is so expensive. Okay, game. When I'm telling you I want a tunnel, then you go under Earth. It's a very easy deal, don't you think? At least we now have here a third highway between these two. And what we also might need is actually another highway connection that leads in and another one that leads out. So we want to... Okay, he goes out, so maybe we should go in here and out there. Okay, that is something we can at least do. Okay, there's a bridge. So, there's another one that leads in. Hopefully the Sims will use it. Well, at least for now they are not. So I guess the combustion is not high enough. So, and we need something that leads out. That would be, at least for now. So we can change that later. So here we now have another highway that leads out. Ah, now people are starting to come in from there. That should help taking some pressure from here. And yeah, now it's truly the end of the episode. And yeah, we have now set the highway foundation. That means next time we are going to build here the infrastructure of the capital for the high density stuff. And then we will start building it. And it will be glorious, trust me. Okay then, dear viewers, it's time to say goodbye for now. The question is, what are we going to use as a thumbnail? I mean, we mostly did work that cannot be seen, like here some highway placing with some tunnels. But that is mainly all. Unless we want to have a true shot of the modern buildings in the city. Okay, that looks like the right lighting. But yeah, the high society is moving in. Sure, why don't utilize that as a thumbnail? So, yeah, let's take this. There you can see here all the modern buildings and so on. Yeah, that should be great. So, and yes, as already said, you viewers, it's goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed it, at least as much as I did. And if you have any suggestions or any questions, please use the comment section. Goodbye!